That was a beautiful shot.
And Cheska Centeno is your 2023 Women's World Pinball Champion.
A very good morning to you guys and girls around the world. Welcome to the convention centre here in sensational San Juan in Puerto Rico, and it's the VenBilliards Corporation sponsored WPA Women's World 10 Ball Championships. And we start the day with a match between reigning Women's World 9 Ball Champion Rublin AMIT from the Philippines taking on that young lady there from Poland, Olivia ZALEWSKA. It's a race to 4, best of 3 sets. Winner breaks. There's no golden break and no early tens. It's call shot, and calling the shots with me in the booth all the way from Toronto in Canada. It's Big Red himself. It's Eric Horlifson. Morning, Eric.
Good morning. Pleasure to be with you guys again. A good match here.
Looking forward to this one, mate. Looking forward to this one.
ZALEWSKA's coming in as a 70-point underdog in Fargo, but very capable. She finished in the quarterfinals at this tournament last year. Going up against the reigning world champion. It'll be a good test for her. See how it goes. She won the leg. Nothing down, but no shot on the one for AMIT.
Yeah, the 10 ball break, notoriously difficult, isn't it, for women and the men? I mean, it's just one of them breaks, especially with the hand break, Eric, so it's going to be a push out.
Yeah, if you're anywhere near 50% execution on the break, you're doing okay. That's how tough it is. Left to the right edge of the one here. Possible cross bank, but would be worried about the double kiss in that spot. Pretty aggressive as well. I like giving this back. I mean, if she goes at the cross bank, it's kind of an all-in shot. There are kick-safe options off the short rail. Got trapped in the double kiss there, so good decision from ZALEWSKA in the first shot of the match. Didn't leave much, but the 2-8 will be looming big over there as far as safe. Called the 1 just in case. I like that. Chance to play position on the 2 and also play a two-way shot.
Yeah, and also if she does make it, I think the hook will be coming, Eric, or it's going to go in off the 7 look. A nice little bit of a run there. The hook definitely coming now. No way to get on the 3. So a chance here to turn the screws a little bit.
Kind of like going directly behind the 8 instead of off the rail towards the 8, but her choice, and she did well. Nothing really available off the long short rail for AMIT. It's actually in a pretty tough spot here. She can go to the short rail closest to her. Looks like she's considering tying something up.
Well, she has Filipino blood coursing through those veins. And we know what that means, a natural instinct for rails. Well, deciding to play the deliberate foul.
Didn't get there, so first open chance for ZALEWSKA here. Gonna have to play a pretty small angle, drawing the cue ball back between the 5-10. Two balls right on the line to get that angle. Olivia is one of those players that will be constantly on the upswing. She's a younger player. Serve notice that she's a part of the group last year at the Women's Puerto Rico Open, finishing the quarterfinals. Definitely a capable player.
It's hard to believe, isn't it, that Rublin's actually 42 years old, Rublin Amit. I mean, she doesn't look it, does she? What are they putting in the water over there in the Philippines? What with the kicking and the pool ability overall, and the young looks? Carlo Biardo as well is one of them. He's never 40.
Corteza looks younger than he is, I think.
Yeah. I mean, even Efren's still going well at... I mean, I think he's always looked that age, to be honest, without being... I don't want to be... I don't mean it offensively, but, you know, he's just not getting any older either, is he? Still playing very, very well as well.
Just taking a little extra time here, making sure. I think a one rail play is okay here. Just want to maintain angle going up table towards the 10 on the 9. These little small angles make a difference over the course of a tournament. You don't want to get the cue ball going the wrong way here. You have to end up powering it around all the rails. She has a small angle going to the right. Got through this rack well. Coming from Poland, she'll have some good coaching going on over there.
Yeah, I think Radislav Babica does quite a lot of coaching over there. I know he runs the academy over in Poland, in Warsaw, I think he is. So this 10 ball to open up her account in this first set of the race to 4. Yeah, very nicely done. So that good safety shot, the good push to start with actually, wasn't it? And then the good hook on the 2 gives her the first rack. So there are 7 other games going on at the moment, guys. Kelly Fisher in action against Annika Kanyaya, and it's Anita, who's taken the first rack there. Veronique Menard, one of your gang, Eric, is up against ZALEWSKA from South Korea. Bean Hung is playing Sophia Mast, and Sophia's actually taken the first rack in that one. Yen V Duong from Vietnam is playing Austria's Jasmine Ocean. They've just started out as well, no score in that one. Wan Ling Wang is up against Tani Mina from Japan, and the Japanese has taken the opening rack in that one. And Chihira Kawahara, another young lady from Japan, is up against American Ashley Rice. Back to this one. ZALEWSKA breaking off, making the 1, Eric, and the 9 ball, and the 8. Look at this for a break.
3 balls down, very nice. Nothing on the 2, unfortunately, but she'll be the first in to play safe here. Play the cue ball or the 2 ball behind that 6-10 stack. 5-10, pardon me. like favoring the cue ball in these situations. She does play the 2 up table. She could also hide the cue ball with the 6-7. Nice shot.
He hasn't really done too much on the big stage yet, but as we say, she's still young at 29. But she is a former WPA World 9-Ball Junior champion. She won it back in 2011, and she's always also reached the final the following year, losing the final to Diana Kodyeva. Kodyeva playing some great stuff at the moment as well. She's just been playing a lot of. Oh, look at this for a shot! Look at this for a shot, Eric. Oh wow. Dear, how close is that?
And actually left it in a really tough spot here. Unless she has a window between the 3-7 that she can contact the 2, this is tough. She can fit the cue ball through there, but the 2 ball's so deep in the pocket that even if you hit the short rail, I don't know if you can spin into it. No, it's no room. Just going to have to play a heavy swerve around the 8. I mean, this is a delayed swerve at 8 feet down the table. Very tough to judge, but not much else. I guess she could go off the short rail. She's looking at that. That angle's playing a little long. Might have to play some right spin on it. Good try. I can with a little more speed, but it was in a very tough spot there.
Just explain what you mean, Eric, to the viewers about the cushions playing long. So she had to put some right hand spin on that, and she actually did go long on it, didn't she? So explain that for us, please.
Yeah, it was just kind of the whole angle. The 8 was kind of blocking the most natural path towards the 2. So if you put some right spin on it, you could aim a little wider and kind of bring the cue ball straighter back towards the 2. But part of that equation, too, was hitting the ball harder. The harder you hit it, the more it'll straighten up as well. So, you know, she could have contacted it the way she did hit it, but I would have put a little more speed in it. Just would have favored bringing the cue ball back a little straighter.
Misjudgment from Rubelin. Oh, look at the 7.
She'll be able to open up that area, though, because she'll be playing a combo onto the 6 right now. 3 ball could kind of tie in a similar way that the 6 is tied up. Looks like the corner's there, and the 6 is pocketable. The choice of pocketing straight in or playing the combo here. Yeah. She's going corner. Nice shot. Promising start here from Olivia.
Yeah, she hasn't put a foot wrong yet, has she? Apart from that 2 ball escape that she just missed.
Seven's positioned a little awkwardly, so I think she'll be looking to run the cue ball into it here. Whenever you're running into another ball, it's always tough to control that ball exactly, but she'll be trying to push it towards the right corner pocket, top left corner pocket.
Doesn't want to get the double kiss on it. It's okay.
Nice shot. If you're ZALEWSKA, this is exactly what you have to do. You have to assert yourself early. Rubelin will be coming in thinking that she's the favorite, knowing that it'll be a tough match, but not only for yourself, you know, kind of settling yourself, getting a good foot out the door, but also not giving your opponent more confidence than she already has, and Olivia's done just that.
Oh, that's a bad miss. She needed the 8 ball to go down as well to have any chance in this rack. Having said that, Rubelin has a bit of a shot to play now to get back for the 10 from this 8. Does she have enough angle to just run it through? I guess so.
Yeah, just enough angle going to the left.
Yeah, Olivia coming across that 8 ball. And they're the kind of shots that can change matches, aren't they? She was really in the ascendancy, playing well. Rubling looked a little bit wobbly, and now she's let her back into the match. So referee
Have the
hand racking the balls.
Gonna have the final of the mixed doubles coming up at 6:30 local time today. Who do you like in that one? Both teams playing very well.
Yeah, that's super hard to call that one, Eric. I mean, I don't know. I don't
know either.
Wei Chu-Chen and Vitali Patsura could easily have lost their semi-final yesterday. I mean, I've never, I don't think, seen Wei make so many mistakes. I really haven't. But they got away with it, and they are in the final. And it's yesterday is old news. It's about today. So yeah, it should be a good one. 6:30 tonight. I can't wait for that one. I'll be in the booth for that one. I think with you actually, Eric.
Good. Looking forward to it. Big spread from AMIT. 8 balls up table, but nothing down. I think she's left the left edge of the 1, so Zalewska will be looking to push here. Tricky push because there's such a big stack of balls over by the right long rail. Have to guard against AMIT playing the cue ball behind that area. She's looking down the line. If she does have any kind of left edge here, I'd take it. She had the whole ball.
Well, she double kissed it kind of as well, didn't she? She got a horrible contact on it, but it's worked out in her favour.
Yeah, it was an odd shot there, but perfect result with the cue ball. I don't believe she was playing it, but she'll take it.
Shush, don't tell anyone, Eric. I won't.
Most playing near the 10, but reminder that early 10s don't count in the WPA format here.
Yeah, you can make it, of course, to carry on the run, but it will be respotted. It just doesn't win the game for you. But of course, you can still make it as long as you hit the lowest ball on first.
Bit of an odd spot here, and she's taking a little extra time. There are some plays off the left edge of the 1, trying to get the cue ball back behind that big stack of balls. No real direct path to get cover there. That's all she could do, really. See how it turns out. Pretty well.
I think she'll be happy with that. I think Eric didn't get it the way she played it, but she'll have to settle for it, and it's not a bad result. Now, talking about time, the players are on a 30-second shot clock, guys. 1 extension each per rack. As always, you know the drill by now. Just reminding you.
AMIT's going to try to play a kick safe here, coming off the long rail, hitting it squarely just like that. That was a design shot there.
Doesn't want to make it, though. Well, maybe she does now, because she's left it. If it had have gone in, I don't think she called it, so it would have been miss a go anyway.
Anytime you're playing to the side with speed like that, it's deceivingly tough. Still the kind of shots that have to go down for Olivia.
You're pushing the cue ball into the one ball, aren't you, Eric? She's called it thick.
The 2 can't pocket directly here, but it can play off the 9. You have to get the cue ball in a pretty tight space between the 6-8. But it's just a thought for both players if they don't actually want to break the 2 out.
I'm surprised we're not seeing the short cue here, to be honest, but she's kicking it. Did she call the side? Is she going off 3 rails? Or is she just going off the 1?
I think it's 2.
3? Oh, 2 rails. Oh, look at this. Close to the side anyway, Eric, and what a result again.
Yeah, nice kick. Hit it with good, proper pace. AMIT will be trying to play the cue ball near the 8-9 here. Kind of a soft draw. If she plays it with just fall, the cue ball will tend to run kind of more in front of the 8. Nice hit. Well, she's moved the 9 now, so that carom off the 9 is not possible anymore. Think she has this, Mark? I think she does.
Yeah, I think she does. It's more or less, it's more about though, isn't it? What is she going to do with the 2? Similar situation to the first rack, Eric, with the 2 and the 8, isn't it, together? They were over the other side of the table in that first rack, so it's just going to be a safety again. Touchy little one.
Most simple safe is just to roll up on the 8. She could try something a little more aggressive, creating a little more distance. I don't mind that. Might have left the right edge of the 2.
Yeah, looking to hide behind the 10 ball here, isn't she? Come very thin off it. Play it over behind the 4. Cue ball over behind this 10 ball. We're in the perfect line for it. Well, she's called it way too thick. Unless that's exactly the way she played it. I thought she was playing it a little bit different to that. I don't think she played to catch the 3, Eric.
Yeah, she would have wanted to avoid the 3 there, and would no way to really judge how the cue ball is going to come off the 3, but hit the 2 nicely. These safe type racks are going to favor AMIT, and that's not a knock on Olivia. She's 13 years experience on her. Barely caught the 2 there. We will be going offense here. We'll be forced to leave some kind of angle on the 3. Just be trying to leave it straight enough that she won't have to do too much with the cue ball on the 3.
Proudly wearing the Filipino flag on her back. I was actually sat next to her in the audience in Austria when her good friend Cesca Centeno, the reigning champion, won the trophy last October. And I remember just as she was on the 10 ball, Rubelin reaching into a bag on the floor and pulling out a Filipino flag to go and give to Cesca to celebrate with. Really nice moment that was last year in Austria in Klagenfurt.
Yeah, proud moment for her, no doubt. I'm sure she's mentored Centeno over the years. A lot of traffic going all the way through that track. Had no option.
Yeah, that 7 ball though, coming there, Eric, has really helped her out here, hasn't it? Because now she's got a stopper for this 5 ball and she can just get over behind the 6 probably.
Yeah, nice shot. Speed looks perfect.
Well, would have liked to have maybe hidden it a bit more. I think she can play this with a lot of... Oh, she's going to the rail, so she's called the corner just in case, or did she call the side? I didn't quite see, Eric.
I like 2 rails here, so I think the side's the proper call.
Oh, she hit it twice just in case.
This looks like there's a window to pocket the 5 in the top right. It's having a look at it now. Positional play pretty natural. Tough shot, no doubt, considering the distance. I think it's worth the risk.
Well, with the help of the 9 ball. And it was her that moved that earlier on. If you remember, the 2 ball was going to be on to go in off the 9, but she's ended up playing the 5 ball off of it, Eric, and she's the one that moved it there.
Yeah, a lot of exchanges in this rack. Typical of the Pro Billiards Series format.
And there's going to be another one as well. And Olivia will be back to the table.
Yeah, second missed ball for AMIT. Like going around 3 rails here, a bunch of right spin.
Well, she's caught that all wrong.
Yeah. Well, she didn't even really spin it. I mean, got to be comfortable enough to spin those balls when you're forced to. Because even if she didn't scratch across table there, you're just playing yourself into too tough of a position on the 7.
Well, it looked to me like she was actually trying to play short side on it to play it to the top left-hand corner, but maybe she just caught it all wrong.
Yeah, I think she was. But just having the confidence to spin the ball when you need to. I mean, ideally, you want to be playing closer to center ball. But shots like that, even if she did hit it perfect, she's playing into a longer pocket on the 7.
Yeah, a mistake as well here from Rubelin, just falling short on the position here. So, still expect her to make it, but just a little bit more work to do. You want to be kind of a little bit straighter in on these, don't you? Neither player flowing at the moment.
3 rails here. Just kind of cinch the position there and left herself tough on the 10 again. Nothing to do here, just pocket the ball, not playing towards any scratches. She's had 2 misses, so she'll have to dig deep on this one.
She's missed it. No, she hasn't. She's got it. Good speed. So 2-1 to Rubelin from 1-0 down, but it has been a couple of mistakes from Olivia that's led her back in. Now then, Kelly Fisher 3-1 down in the first set to Anita Kanyaya. Veronique Menard is 3-1 down to Sao. Bean Hung has lost the first set to Sophia Mast already. That's a quick set. Yen V Duong up against Jasmine Ocean. They're all square at 1-1. Wang Lin Wang is 2-1 down to Tani Mina. Chihiro Kawahara 3-0 up now on the hill against Ashley Rice. And Chao Che Yu on the hill 3-0 up against Jacqueline Perez. Back to this one. Rubelin to break. Winner breaks, remember, in this format. Going head on, Eric. Made 2 balls.
Yeah. 10 balls down. Not a winner. She's Just right on the one. Strong break for AMIT there. Yeah, Sophia is really making a statement in this tournament. Made it to the semifinals of the mixed doubles. Won the first set against a strong player in the singles here.
Yeah, that really is.
World Junior Champion.
Being hung, I mean, she's been playing some good stuff as well. So, yeah, that is a very good start for Sophia Mast. Referee making sure there's no clothes foul there.
Such a far stretch. Just didn't get into the cue ball enough there. She has to err on the side of caution here.
How can you stretch that far, Eric, and expect to get the amount of draw that she needed? I mean, she just couldn't get any follow through on it. There must have been 2 feet of cue overhanging the bridge hand.
Yes, I saw her do that on, I think it was the 10 ball on rack number 2. She must just feel some comfort playing with the extension like that, but I know what you're saying.
Just looks scary to me. It looks so uncomfortable, and I don't know.
Well, your bridge is like all the way at the joint, right? Like even when she was shooting the 10, I mean, it was a lot less complicated on the position for that shot, but her bridge was all the way at the joint. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and of course the thickness of the cue through the bridge, you know, through the V that you're making in your hand is so much bigger as well. It's just strange all-round shot, I think. And it might cost her this 4th rack, Eric.
Yeah, she's back in now. ZALEWSKA had a thin cut on the 3. She's back in the driver's seat now.
Looks so confident when she's playing well. Really, such a strong player, isn't she, in every department?
Well, I was just going to say, I think her strength is that she just has a really strong all-around game. I mean, no weakness, really. You know, players like Kelly, you would put her as a real strength in the pocketing department, and of course knows the rest of the game as well. But I think just, you know, the racks that are kind of outside the box, AMIT can really get herself out of tough situations, knows how to kick well, play safe well. Is she going to go at this more?
Has to, in the top left. Beautiful.
Nice shot. Playing with some pace now.
Yeah, on the hill. She's so good to watch when she's in rhythm. Gets that cue through. Very nicely done as well. And she is on the hill in this first set. Best of 3 sets, remember, in the Ladies World Championships. Now, remember, playing for big money here this week. Total prize money of $175,000. 50 to the winner, 30 to the runner-up. 15,000 to the losing semi-finalists, 8,000 for quarterfinals, and 3,120 for reaching the last 16. So we've already...
Predator's really done a lot for the women's game, really put out some of the biggest prize funds in history over the last 3 years. All the women are flocking to these tournaments. I mean, we have pretty much the top 16 women in the world competing this week.
Yeah, I
Seven
think
Chen is noticeably absent. I'm not sure why. Might be playing Hable.
Who?
Seming Chen is not at the tournament. I was surprised.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
There's a Hayball 9-ball tournament going on. That's correct, I think. Might be playing in
Yes,
that.
there is in China. Dennis Orcolo's there. Darren Appleton is there also. The Duya Tour. 9-ball on the Chinese 8-ball tables, and it's a different scoring system as well. It's actually ball points that they score rather than rack scores, I do believe, in that particular format that they're playing. Which I kind of think
it's too tough to run the whole rack.
I mean, it's fun, right? It's a good system as well, I believe. I like that system of point for the balls that you make, rather than make 8, miss the 9-ball, and your opponent wins the rack. It's always been my bone of contention, that has, with 9-ball.
I agree. Yeah. Particularly on those tables, you could miss the last ball often. So they really have to do it like that. APA runs the same format as well. So not a lot of players in that league run the whole rack, so better indicative of the overall play if you just score by points. Going thinner off of that one. If Amit can get the cue ball behind the 10 here, she will, but it looks like there's a little too much angle. Two must be available in the same pocket.
Yeah, comes straight round to look at the 3, so I'm sure it is Eric. Just needs to be over the right-hand side of the table. Obviously just has enough of this 2-ball. It's very tight, isn't it? No problem.
Gonna need a pretty small angle on the 5 to get the perfect position on the 6. There'll be options if she doesn't get perfect on it. Should be looking for just off straight angle going to the right. Kind of right where she is right now. If she does get straighter, there's always the option to play the 6 in the long pocket as well.
Referee from the EPBF. Well, she's left this very short, hasn't she?
Again with the extension mark, underdrawing the ball there. Yeah.
It just never ceases to amaze me, the amount of players in the game as a whole that don't practice, don't give any practice whatsoever to using the bridge. And, it can win you a title sometime, or lose you one if you don't use it.
Nice shot there from Amit. Yeah, well, imagine what the snooker players are doing. They often have 6 feet between the ball, and they're getting 6 feet of draw off those bridge shots, right? So it's not like it's not something that can't be done.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up using it, and I'm never afraid to use the bridge. I mean, it's exactly the same to me as using your hand. It just becomes natural, doesn't it? But it only becomes natural because you practice it a lot, Eric.
Yeah. A real good recovery shot from the 5 to the 6, and she's back in line now. Big favorite to take the first set here.
Yeah, Olivia started very well, didn't she? Taking the opening rack. But that miss on the 8-ball, I remember. And then that bad positional shot where she ended up scratching off the 6-ball, trying to get on the 7. It's kind of been her own undoing, hasn't it? So it is the first set goes to the reigning world 9-ball champion, Rubelin AMIT. This is 10-ball, though, and Olivia just taking a quick break. Eric Olofsson and myself, Mark White, we're going to take a quick break as well. We'll see you soon with the second set. Very good morning and welcome back to the convention centre here in San Juan in Puerto Rico. We're playing the first round of the Women's World 10 Ball. VenBilliards are our corporate sponsor for this. Thank you so much, guys. First set going to the Filipino. Played some good stuff. She's really starting to improve, and her all-round game has just been that little bit better than the Poles in the first set. Here we go, second set.
Nothing down, but it hasn't left anything on the one. Safes aren't really straightforward here. Could play the cue ball behind the 4.
We're 60 seconds after the break on the shot clock, so you have a little bit longer to think about it. And it does go to 30 seconds on the next shot. I think behind the 4, Eric, is the right choice here. Send the one ball back down. Go off the side rail as well with the cue ball over behind the 4. Yeah, kind of didn't concentrate on either ball, did she? Both balls getting cannoned.
Yeah, I mean, if she would have missed the 4, the cue ball would have ran long of it. It was a tricky spot. Left a containing safe here. AMIT can possibly bank the 1 between the 10-5, but the 1 might come off and hit the 5 in that case. Not quite sure what she's trying here.
Oh, that's a clever shot. Very clever shot. Concentrated wholeheartedly on the cue ball there, and what a cue ball she's played. I think that's exactly as she played it.
Definitely. She knew she could free the cue ball up around 3 rails there. Great shot. Tough kick for Olivia. 6 balls blocking a lot of the path going towards the 1. Great shot.
Yeah, very nice. She got a little bit of luck here from the 4 ball. I think she might have, and I think she deserves it as well. That was a really good hit. Yeah, and I think the 7 ball, Eric, has taken out the rail first as well, has it?
Yeah, she's going to have to jump at this. There's going to be a lot of energy going to the right here. Going to try to hold the cue ball as much as she can for the 2. Get over it.
You don't often see a player missing, hitting rather the ball that they're trying to jump. It does happen occasionally though. Was quite a little bit of a distance.
Yeah, just misjudging the power that it took to get over the 4 in there. We'll watch out for the cue ball behind the 8. Just going to hold up. Three of the 4 is going to have to be managed here. Looks like there will be an option coming around 3 rails and playing the 4 on the side.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot she had on the 6 ball, isn't it? In a couple of racks ago, Eric, when she tried to hold. So let's see if she's got the confidence to run this in with some left-hand spin now.
Yeah, it's going to require a lot of left to kind of get above the 9. Looks like she's just favoring the straight high here again. bit of left, but not enough to get around the 9. Still alive. I wonder if the cue ball plays off the 10 into the side or if it plays directly into the 10. Kind of looks like it's hitting the top side of the 10, and that's going to be risky for a scratch.
Maybe won't even take it on. Well, she did, and she's played a beauty.
Yeah, avoided the scratch. Going to have to avoid the 9 here again. It is possible around 3 rails. 2 rails heading towards the 6.
Well, she'll take that.
Cue ball's moving a lot again. 9 ball's just been pesky for her, but she could actually draw out of the angle, avoiding it completely. Good shot.
She's heading towards it again, though, Eric. That 9 ball has been an absolute... It's been a nightmare 9, hasn't it, in this rack?
Yeah, she really had to play the thick part of the pocket to slow the cue ball down there, and she did that well.
She's played a part in nearly every shot she's played in this run out. Look, it's even a part of it now. She's having to bridge over it. So this is a good reply from Olivia.
Nice shot. Any shot with speed like that has to be targeted real well into the center of the pocket, and she did that well.
Well, she won the first rack in the first set and then didn't win another one. She'll be hoping to change that this time. Well, she simply has to, because if she doesn't, she'll be going to the one loss side. Single elimination not in use here. It's double elimination now. We were using the single elimination in the Scotch doubles. If you remember, that was just single elimination, and it is the final of that tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eric and I will be in the booth for that one. We're really looking forward to that. Now listen to these for some score lines. Kelly Fisher was 3-1 down in the first set to Anita Kanyaha. She came back to win it 4-3, so Fisher leads by 1. Seosewa has taken the first set against Veronique Menard and also the first rack in the second set as well. So going well there. Going even better, Sophia Mast. What's going on here? She's taken the first set and also she's on the hill in the second to send Bean Hung to the one loss side. Jasmine Ocean is locked at 2-2 with Yen V Duong. Breaking off here, Olivia ZALEWSKA. Good break again, Eric.
Yeah, crossed the cue ball over. A little risky on a scratch there, but made 2 balls. Looks like the 2 passes the 9. If it does, it'll make this run out a lot easier.
There's that 9 again. There's that 9 again.
It looks okay from this angle, but one of the side views we got, it might be a little tighter.
Yeah, it looked like it
she's
didn't go on
approaching it.
that
I
other
think she's
camera
okay.
angle.
Yeah. These can be deceiving sometimes on stream. Like if you looked at it from this angle, you'd say it goes for sure. But I saw another angle that kind of said maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, they say the camera never lies, but I don't believe it. I think sometimes it does. It doesn't look like it does it, from here? that did
She's
not
got it
go.
off.
I'll tell you, Eric, I was going to go and get my eyes tested straight after this match if she made that, because I thought there was absolutely no way that went, and in the end didn't even play it. So eye test on hold for another match at least. I think she was caught that a little bit thinner than she wanted. She's left it. It's a chance, Eric.
Well, here's our bridge shot finally, Mark. It is possible.
Yeah, I think she could just draw past the 10 here, can't she? Oh, she's having to go over the top of the...
Yeah, obviously tougher when you got to turn the bridge on its side. But I still would have tried to get a little closer to the 3 there. Big long pot coming up from ZALEWSKA here. Position's fairly natural, but really got to put it all into the pocketing here. Nice shot. The run-out capability, you can see with the shots that she comes with sometimes. She has all the shots.
Yeah, I think when she's hasn't got too much to do with the cue ball, too much to think about with the cue ball, her potting is great. I think sometimes her mind just maybe wanders to the cue ball too much, and what she's trying to do with the cue ball.
Got a little too much angle here. Definitely gonna have to move the cue ball over multiple rails.
Well, Rublin was cleaning her cue in the background there, and she probably felt that it might be a miss coming, and there was. So here's a chance for the Filipino to get back into this second set and level things up. Does have that 1-0 lead, of course. Minimum is a shootout for Rublin, but it's all Olivia has to look forward to.
A little in between here, but I think... Yeah, sorry, Mark. It's a little in
between
here, but I think
she'll...
Go ahead. Just in between playing in the 10 in the long pocket here. I think she's just going to cinch the position. Sides available as well.
You think she'll take this to the side? She's not going to take it to the side, surely.
Yeah, she'll go corner. 10 balls further from the corner pocket, but the corner pocket's much bigger here.
Yeah. Right in the heart. So she levels it up in this second set. Lots of pool coming up for you guys over the coming days. We've got 4 tournaments running at the moment. We've got our Challenge of Champions as well. You may have seen Fedor Gorst yesterday beating Carlo Biardo in the semi-final of the 8-ball discipline. He then beat the reigning world 8-ball champion Joshua Filler in the final. So Fedor Gorst is one up in that. The next discipline will be 9-ball, and then they'll be playing 10-ball as well. So 9-ball, Fedor is already in the final of that one. So it will be Biardo and Josh Filler playing for the right to play against Gorst. And then in the 10-ball, obviously reigning 10-ball champion for the men, is Carlo Biardo. So it will be Fedor and Josh playing a semi-final for the right to play Carlo in the 10 ball. And then at the end of it, whoever has the most points will win the first prize of $15,000. Back to this one, 50 grand at stake in the women's 10 ball. For Rayla, drops in the side pocket. One of the last balls rolling helped her out there, Eric. What do you see, mate?
Yeah, and she's nice and straight in on the 1. Not going to be able to move the cue ball much, but doesn't really need to be on proper position for the 2. So nice rack here for a mint.
She's got that stroke going now, Eric.
Yeah, everything's really playing into each other here. One bit of cue ball movement from the 9 to the 10. This is what happens when you're playing these champion players, right? You know, ZALEWSKA had the shot on the 5, just came a little short on the 7. Difficult shot, missable. But just one of those outs where, you know, if you're going to beat players like this, you got to get out in those spots. And if you don't, they come and punish you like this.
Yeah, twice 10-ball champion already, Rubelin AMIT, and 9-ball champion. Started playing at the age of 10. And a lovely story that she revealed on an interview with me recently, Eric. The particular gentleman that used to own the club where she first played actually lives in my hometown where I am now in Pattaya in Thailand. And I surprised her on the stream. All these years later, it was like 30 years since they'd met. So I introduced them back on the stream, and it was the guy whose club that she first went and played in Manila. Quite a nice moment, really.
A small world. It's nice.
Here's that big shot you were talking about. Are you going to draw this, Eric, or are you going forwards?
I like forward here. It's player preference, but I think you can hit the ball with slightly less speed going forward. Kind of run the cue ball a little bit.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at this for a shot. The Filipino way, letting the cue ball go in the direction, the natural direction that it wants to go in. So this 10 ball, pretty much same as the first set. Eric was 1-0 down. She's now 2-1 up and 1 set up.
Yeah, the exact same, really. Olivia had a chance to go up 2-0. Just didn't take advantage in the second rack of the set, and AMIT coming back strong.
So 48 players are taking part in this, and the spot allocations with the top 24 from the WPA rankings, and then 1 player from Africa, 6 from Asia, 6 from Europe, 4 from North America, 2 from Oceania, 1 from South America, and 1 wild card. And I believe one of the wild cards was Sophia Mast, and she is on the hill in the second set, 3-1 against Bean Hung after winning the first.
Yeah, good for her, making a statement that she's going to be a part of the women's pro game. Definitely has had some accomplishments at the junior level, but proving that she'll be a threat moving on to the women's pro game.
One result to bring you. Chao Che Yu has gone through, the 2022 champion. She's gone through 2-0 against Jacqueline Perez. Back to this one. AMIT to break off then, leading 2-1, looking to get on the hill.
She's stuck with that center table break. She's been about 40% successful with it. Could consider sticking there for the rest of the tournament. We'll see. A lot of traffic heading towards the 2 here. I'd try to get perfect on it where she's standing. Just trying to draw one rail and find that window between the 8-9 to pocket the 2. Tough shot. Under hit.
A little bit unfortunate to finish hampered by the 10 yet again.
Yeah, safes are real tough here. You can just lay the 2 ball into the middle of the short rail, but coming back to the table on the next shot's going to be tough. She's going to try that and maybe try to get behind the 8. It's tough to get the cue ball going enough to the right. Oh, that was a good shot.
Yeah, very good effort as well. Unfortunately, it's on.
Amit's going to have to come with a big stroke shot here. 10 ball is looming very big around the 3. She can power draw the cue ball up the left side rail. She's looking at something up table there. I feel like the 10's going to play pretty big if she goes forward. It is possible to get around the 10 though. And if you follow it, you can hit it with way less speed. That's a positive. Tough shot.
Yeah, Rublin, not only a very, very smart player on the table, she's very, very smart off it as well. Qualified accountant. And she actually has a few businesses. One of them's with Carlo Biardo. They own a shawarma shack in a shopping mall in Manila.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, body language is weakening a little bit from Olivia.
Yeah, I was just going to say, looked very disappointed with that as she walked away. But she has had her chances. There's always a positive to be taken. And, you know, a little shot here and there, Eric, it could have been a completely different story, this match. She's had chances.
Yeah, regardless of what happens in these Pro Billiards Series matches, you know it's a short race, so all it takes is one rack to get yourself back into it. You're moving towards the finish line always. But yeah, I knew she had to come up with a big effort here and just falling a little bit short.
7 could still pose a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, I think the safe track will be taking it up into the long pocket, but it's very close to the rail, so you'd want to get a good angle to pocket the 7.
Oh, look at that. That's a long way off. She had a little bit of a snatch at that. There's a little bit of a swipe. And as you said, you never know what happens in these short races. Sometimes it just takes one shot. Is this the shot? Come on, Olivia. This is your time.
It's not there. Had to bank at it. Can't falter there. I think I like minimizing the cue ball movement here. Kind of just coming off one rail right to where it tips at. With the cue ball, have to draw it, but fairly naturally over towards the 7. Considering going above it. I still like staying below it. You're playing the 6 into a longer pocket, but anytime you can minimize the cue ball movement, you want to consider that. Did go above it. Works well. Pretty nicely on the 7. I don't believe she'll be able to run through the angle. Have to punch it off the rail a little bit, but she'll be looking to play the 8 in the top left corner pocket. Oh, she can run through it.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Played to
good to
perfection.
recognize that. Kind of played the thicker part of the rail there to run the cue ball through the angle more.
Couldn't have played it any better, Eric, could she? Well, she came across that one slightly. It's okay, she was close enough to it for it not to affect the shot too much. So this 9 and the 10 to arrive at the hill, the double hill, and take the match. And it really is going exactly the same route as the first one went. Olivia had a good win yesterday over Margaret Fefelova. 2-1.
That's a very good win for her.
And well, this is an even better win. Sophia Mast has been hung by 2-0. Yen V Duong from Vietnam has taken the first set against Jasmine Ocean. Kelly Fisher, first set to the young lady from Great Britain, and she's I think she's just gone 3-0 up actually. No, it's 2-0. 2-0 in the second set. That other result that I've already told you, Chao Che Yu, 2-0 win over Jacqueline Perez. So sticking with the break from the centre, Eric Olafsson is in the booth with myself, Mark White. This for the match then, Eric.
Yeah, she hasn't had, I think she's had one break and run throughout the match so far. Hitting them well.
Just the one.
Again, 9 balls to the breaking end of the table. Definitely getting action out of the rack.
I mean, look at that. Only the 10 boys left down this half of the table, and it's in exactly the same position it was in before.
Yeah, her break success has been 33%. Olivia's been at 50%.
Yeah, of course, Olivia hasn't broken anywhere near as much as Rubelin has, though. She broke when she won the leg and won that rack, and then she broke in the second set. Once as well so far.
4 missed balls for AMIT, 3 for ZALEWSKA. Safety efficiency is pretty close, 80% for AMIT, 70% for ZALEWSKA. The difference has been Olivia's missed later in the rack. She missed the 8 once, she missed the 7 once. When you miss later in the rack there, the chances of getting safe are much lower.
Yeah, very good point there. Now, you might have just got a look there at the pink rest head that Rubelin carries with her. Kelly has exactly the same one as well. And I really don't know why she doesn't use it a bit more. I think she had to blow the cobwebs off it when she just got it out of her case that time.
Little out of line here. I think she's going to have to back off. Play the cue ball near the 4-8.
I'll tell you one thing, Eric. That rest head, though, does come out slightly more often than Tim de Ruyter's wallet when you're out for a drink with him.
Oh, yeah? I've never been out for a drink with him. He's not afraid to take a free drink.
I can say that. I know he's not listening. He's commentating on the other table with George Teachea. He's commentating on the Jasmine Ocean and the Yan V Duong match. So the short stick is coming out. Mez sponsored player. So is that the air drive that she'll be using? I guess that's the name of it. Up on the haunches. Here we go. Oh, it's a nice enough jump, just lacking a bit of accuracy. So it's another chance for Rubelin to close out this match, Eric.
Yeah, cue ball's playing nicely across for the 4 here. 5 ball's kind of surrounded by the 8-7. She can create an angle between the 6-9, coming up 1 rail or even 2. Her choice. She'll want to get as straight on the 5 as possible here. Did well there. That's the rack's looking pretty good.
If you're wondering what's happened to the reigning champion, Cesca Centeno, well, she had a good win yesterday in her opening match against Indonesian Silviana Liu in straight sets. Savannah Easton was beaten by Han Yu in straight sets. Pia Filler defeating April Larson. These are all on the winner side, so all these losses, the ones that lost, aren't out. They will go through to the one loss side. Christina Zateva as well went through in straight sets over Ashley Benoit. Wei Chu Chen, 2-0 winner over Zhao Fangfu. And Yuki Hiragachu going through 2-1 against Soledad Ayala from Argentina. Christina to catch as well, going very, very well, winning 2-1. And also Mighty Reparo going through against Amber Chen. So Amber on the one loss side. Back to this one. Closing stages, Eric. Nice shot.
Yeah, nice pot there from AMIT. She's in perfect line now. It's been an average performance from her. I mean, making some great shots along the way. Just wants to cut down on the missed shots a little bit. Maybe improve on her break percentage. Again, she's moving a lot of balls on the break. Just kind of trying to find something that's a little more consistent going forward, maybe. But AMIT looks in good form here.
Yeah, so it will be Rubeling advancing on the winner's side. Olivia will have to battle her way through the scenic route. We are back very, very soon, guys, with another match for you from Puerto Rico, San Juan, from the beautiful convention centre. For now, Eric Hollefson and myself, Mark White, it's ta-da for now.